So you, my brother, you want to know the truth. You want to know the truth about monk mode. You want to know the truth about nofap. You want to know the truth about semen retention. And eventually, to just simply take on the path of the most resistance. Just take on the path which is the harder. Never ever taking the easy road. Because guess what? You've got enough. You've got enough of people are not respecting you. You've got enough of, mommy being the only one who is like, hey, my little boy, I'll be always here for you. And perhaps being the only woman in your life who is ever respecting you. And perhaps she's not respecting you either. But just like out of habit, she just kind of loves you. And so if you got enough of that, and so if you're looking towards a place where you would eventually be able to unleash yourself and become your true, honest self, when you are not afraid of telling your opinion to other people, when you are not afraid of standing up for your own opinion, when you're not afraid of eventually going against and battling with your own fucked upness, anxieties and all the BS that is outside of your head, then brothers, I got some news. We will have to do something about it. We will have to do something about it. Because whether you believe it or not, men by themselves are not valuable. Women, on the other side, on the flip side, are valuable because from birth. Because they have the natural biological ability to breed a child. And so because of this, because they have been blessed by Mother Nature to be able to breed a child, so therefore they are by nature valuable. Just look around, brother. Look around in society. If there's a girl and she's in her golden age, let's say between 17 and 25, suppose. Perhaps that is the golden age for women. And so, when she's during those ages, she will be super valuable, and it will not matter. And if she looks good, so if she's been blessed by Mother Nature, that she has a pretty face and she has a quite she has an attractive womanly body, then she will be freaking attractive both for the 60-year-old freaking billionaire, the highest ranked CEO, the most valuable freaking guys by capitalistic means, and also by she will be just simply attractive for all the guys out there, And so guess what? If you're thinking about it a bit mathematically or calculatively, what we can see is that there is this guy. Suppose that there is this millionaire. There is this guy who's making not just only measured by money, but like he's fucking high status. Okay, he's high status, and so she in his eyes will be attractive. And perhaps since he's high value, obviously he will have a lot of choices because he's high value. But at the end of the day, she will be still attractive to him. And maybe he will not be chasing him, but she will be attractive. And so what I would like to express with this is that she will have a value. Just because she is as she is. Period. On the other hand, motherfucker who've got on that position, who's a high value male, and who's high on the ranks. On the flip side, that guy had to work his ass off, or be hell knows, but he had to put in a lot of work. Simplifying the whole thing to one idea, he just simply had to create some kind of a value. Build up a company, build up a culture, figure out something, like do something in society. And so I'm not telling this that women are less valuable, or men are less valuable in this regard as human beings. But by society standards, whether we have this feminism, whether we have any kind of a movement out there, what we'll need to understand is that we men, and I do not want to put men up here, women up here, men down. I do not even want to compare both, because these are two fucking different genders. We cannot compare them. And the point of the video is not this, but only that we men have to fucking understand that we have to improve. This is the only fucking way to get out of the misery, to get out of the nothing, to get out of the BS. And especially if you haven't been blessed by a father figure who been kicking your ass when you was on the wrong road, but you had mommy who was like, hey, my little boy, it's okay. But you didn't have daddy who was like kicking you in the ass, like, motherfucker, this is not how you do shit. You know. And so, for most of us, with such upbringings, and again, like these are the cards. It's like, you have to play with them. You cannot blame situation. You cannot blame circumstance out here. You just simply got the cards. You have to play with them. So regardless of that, we got to understand that we have to build up something. We have to do something. We have to become someone. In order for us to be able to become something, become someone, we have to provide value. And this is not just a random phrase from the internet, but we have to do something that makes sense for other people. For example, I'm learning something and I'm teaching other people how to do something. So for example, I've been losing 20 pounds in 8 weeks and I'm teaching other people how to lose those 20 pounds. And that is valuable for someone who is overweight. Or I figured out how to make 100k a month with, from never leaving my home with a freaking laptop and a telephone. And I'm just now teaching how to make this whole thing happen for other people too. And this is valuable. Well, I've been able to just simply figure out something, basically in science, for example, that is a huge breakthrough and is changing up lives of millions. Because I've been able to figure out an equation excuse me, this is not this freaking simple, but I've been able to just simply figure out something in science, social sciences, and so on and so forth. And so, man, you've got to understand, that thing only happens if you're going to the places which have been untraveled before. And definitely I've been untraveled before by ourselves. Because in the beginning, what we do is we are just simply following the path. We're just like fucking lost, bro. I'll be honest with you, and tell me whatever the fucking care you want to tell. But most men in their teens are fucking lost. Or they like fucking lost. Still fucking child. In their 20s, still fucking lost. Most men, fucking lost. Just because you've got a fucking job, and just because you're able to sustain yourself, and you're able to sustain yourself, you still can't be fucking lost, bro. Because you're not the fucking rock star you wanted to be. You're still like searching for meaning of life. And again, I'm talking from experience, and I'm coming from talking with people from my age and above me and below me and so on and so forth. But the point over here being is that yes, there are always and always exceptions. And there are always and always and always people and men who are out there trying to do something. And so everyone is trying to do something, but actual difference comes in who are willing to go to the places where no one fucking else is willing to go. And those evolvements will only come if we are going to a place which have never been traveled before. And this is how it works. Because again, and getting back to Naval Ravikant, and I love that fucking guy, man. He's the best. He said, real knowledge cannot be taught. It could only be learned. So if you want to become a good small business owner, for example, you cannot really know, you cannot really learn that thing. You cannot really you cannot really teach someone how to, become a good CEO. I mean, you can mentor someone, but on the other hand, like, he will be the one who is, like, he will be the one picking up the nugget for himself. And so, how does it work is that you have to figure out something which is specific knowledge. You have to figure out something that is valuable. And if you're teaching and if you're learning that from books, that means that someone already figured that thing out, and highly likely that thing is, you can apply that, but that is either general knowledge or so specific that you cannot apply. So, for example, super general knowledge. You're reading Harari's book about evolution. You will not become a fucking evolutionist from that. Yeah, yes, you can learn, a thousand books like that, and after 1,000 books, then you can learn that, like, man, like, this is the thing. Although on the other hand, if you're reading a book about, for example, this is something that I'm reading now, marketing. For example, Brandon Russell, ClickFunnels guy, book of .com secrets. It's his first book. He's talking about, man, okay, this is how marketing works. You can learn the basics, and you will feel like you're freaking you are freaking smart, and you will exactly know how this whole thing works. But when it comes to put the shit together, the little things like how exactly build up the funnel, how to exactly build up this landing page, which kind of an ad should I supposed to be setting up, how to write the ad copy, how to sequence those things, how to just simply put this whole thing together into a system which is working, and you can also integrate in other people. So therefore you can just simply build up the workflow up until a place where that could eventually be a freaking business that is running processes in English. You will not learn that. You only learn that by doing. Trial and error. And the actual base stone for trial and error type of learning is that we waking our asses up, getting all fucking there, getting the shit done. It's not easy. And the actual gold could only be taken out from the places which are painful. And I've been taking that thing quite literally in my life, but I got to realize that that is a psychological pain, The place that I don't want to go to, brother. The place that I don't want to go to. The cause that I don't want to make. And every single time when I'm just going there, it's like something magical is happening, because I just realized that there's nothing special there. So this is what I needed to talk over to you, brothers, because it's especially the younger brothers. You think that you will become 90-day millionaires in under 90 days. And that shit can happen. But you're still not that valuable, because you might have been lucky. You might be just fucking losing everything. Would you be able to gain that thing back again? Would you be able to learn that thing, teach that thing to other people? If yes, then go ahead, man. That's the point. Just try to become as valuable as possible. And long fucking term thinking. Not like, hey man, I'm out here doing like every fucking one else out there. You will find something that is unique by learning learning the hardcore skills and actually going out there and solving some kind of a specific problem. That is how we are able to gain specific knowledge. And that is what is valuable. And that is where the 100K months and the millions of months and so on and so forth is. And I'm not telling that mentorship is not good. And as soon as I'll be financially there, I'll be like, as soon as freaking possible. But for now, just go on fucking doing the thing that sucks, man. Love.